Тем временем в президиуме. Mass Effect 2, я пятно.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source...
У них Азария, в принципе, может копаться в мозгах. Посмотри и скажи мне, прав я или нет. Ё-моё.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
Каким он волшебным образом достал себе повелителя? Вопрос.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated by Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems. But Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Надо было их грохнуть, просто, знаете, сразу мысль такая.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Consular.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Consular. Good day. to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Ну что, у тебя будет еще время повоевать. Спойлеры. На. Еще сверху куском накрыть.
Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Okay. Так. Я понял одно. Я не купил еды. Где мне ее купить? Текс. СБЦ. Кафе. Он. Склад. Общественный транспорт. Угу. Нет. Вот. Ладно, сейчас поищем. Слушайте, надеюсь, не это ингредиент, который ему нужен. М?
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn citadel.
Ага. Нет товаров, но при этом есть деликатесы. Как я умудрился пропустить этот магазин? Вообще без понятия. А, я по той стороне обходил и фу, сразу сюда. Ну да, здесь вниз. То есть, в принципе, можно уходить на нормальный. В принципе, во все потыкался, наверное. Так.
You've received a new message at your private terminal.
Так. А, батя. Ну, молодец. Так. Живи. Эми Банк. Да. Старые добрые знакомые. Так, каюта экипажа.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite.
Он с руки поел, что ли?
It's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through. How can I help you, Commander?
You have everything you need.
Absolutely. Since you set up my kitchen with proper supplies, thanks again.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Так, сейчас с ней поговорим. Если она мне ничего не скажет, значит не с кем здесь говорить.
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Of course, Commander.
Скорее всего, здесь говорить не с кем и не о чем. Так. В принципе, нужно заработать баблинского. Не мешало бы.
That Kasumi is an interesting addition to the crew. I can see why she's good at her work. She never reveals anything.
Касуми. Так, теперь надо ее найти.
It'll be a challenge getting to know who she really is. Anyway, what's
That'll
up?
be all.
I'll be here.
Так. Внимание, она тут. Вот она.
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
Как же этого звали из Сейлор Муна-то? Как этого? Мужика-то, который все время там розами разбрасывался.
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last. That's my favorite piece. Painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was
Elysium.
Slavers who came to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Да, весело. Вук.
People are talking out there. I hear it all. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change. Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
С тобой так интересно разговаривать. Интересно, что если смешать это? Я наверняка сдохну. Я, пожалуй, сохранюсь. То я боюсь, я сдохну. Да нет, повело просто. На пьяного не реагирует. Неинтересно. Ладно. Возвращаемся к своим обязанностям. Живите рыбки! Ладно, так, смотрим. У меня здесь кораблики. Предназначение, корабль гетов. Нормандия, фрегат какой-то. Турианские корабли. Достижения это пофигу. Здесь достижения плюсов не дают. Так, что там я тогда что-то... это вроде нет. Я не знаю. По-моему, это лучше всего. Ладно. Нормально. Время снова. Двигаемся. Тикс. Валим отсюда. Нет, не хочу. Помощь зайду. Ладно, разберемся сперва с твоими делами. Перелет. Сперва посканируем. Так неинтересно. Ладно. 2 зонда пошлем. Вдруг здесь нулевой элемент есть. Вроде бы нету. Нет, так нету. Как я понимаю, Касуми с нами по дефолту пойдет сейчас. Ну да. То есть она только одна с нами и идет. Так. Перегрузку 100% мне надо.
You clean up well, Mr. Solomon Gunn. Hawk won't know what hit him.
I assume Solomon Gunn is my cover?
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
I take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason.
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
What's in the gray box that makes it worth all this trouble?
The gray box holds KG's memories. Everything wrapped up in those memories is the secret he stole. KG
This
never
ought to
told
be
me.
interesting.
That's what I'm going for.
Начать погром отсюда нельзя. Я бы просто всех перестрелял бы, как умею.
This is our stop. After you, Mr. Gunn.
Just one moment, sir. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Hawk. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
I've heard a lot about you. Name's Solomon Gunn.
And I've heard a lot about you. You've been very busy lately, if the extra net is to be believed.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Mr. Gunn, with my apologies. But I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
Care to explain why my friend has to stand outside?
I don't like the look of your friend, so she stays outside. Simple as that.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong.
И никто не заметил, как она испарилась ровно по лестнице. И нормально.
We'll figure out the next step then.
How did you ever contain that situation on the hull?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
Почему нельзя было сюда такую же бомбу, как на Вермайер, притащить?
That goes to a security room. We'll probably have to get in there at some point. Let's case the vault and figure out what we have to do.
Статую Сарана я бы гранатой бы взорвал бы. Потом бы загрузился и еще раз взорвал бы.
Hawk's private rooms are off limits without proper clearance.
I'm dying to get in there, but we have to scope out the vault first. Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Гранаты!
Remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it. We still need the password and a sample of Hawk's voice to get past that scanner.
Yeah.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
Толпа уродов. Им нам с этой гулянки не улизнуть ни за что. Тут все заперто. Мышь не проскочит. Командует шеф охраны Роу. Роу нас не пропустит даже. Не сомневайся, лучше уж я буду дальше скучать. Надержусь, чем злить Роу. Извини, самое. Обожаю, когда вот это переливает. Ты такой, сука, незаметный. Ты такой, дед, незаметный. Ты выжил, что ли? Три удара выдержал. Видишь какой? Тут только один пистолет. На кой хер я тогда сюда спустился? Забыл, что здесь и есть интерактив. И никто не слышит пальбу? Ага.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
It's clean.
It's a plant.
Логично.
Found a sample?
No, a credit chit.
Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source. Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. We're going to need more than this for the scanner, though. No DNA, but... Looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet.
Так. Мани, 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 мани. Так. Где?
The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
Работа практически не продвигается самовыполнение. Так по словарю используется. Когда ничего не если используются методы грубой силы, мы добьемся результата.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
О. Вот тут что? Это потрогать нельзя? Нет? Но нельзя так нельзя. Интересно, на кого-нибудь напрось сейчас? Как я понимаю, мне выходить...
How the hell did they do that?
I don't know. Jumped down, shut the guards, broke the window.
You didn't hear someone breaking a window? No gunshots?
I can't hear anything with the music in there.
Вообще без... Дверь закрой. Нормально. Так. ДНК нашел. Что-то там еще вроде надо было найти. Ничего нет. Надо с ним поговорить и энергию отключить.
Mr. Gunn, hope you're having a good time. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
Да, хорошую речь толкнул. Санитар банный.
him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Mr. Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner. Let me unlock that security room door for you. There we go. Ready when you are.
Прикольно, ты за мной гуляешь. Запутался.
Here they come.
Can't be back here.
Take him down.
А!
Be a target!
Если бы были бы аккуратнее, можно было бы и без шума. Нэнс, у меня те же проблемы. Здесь так много паролей, в голове просто не удержать. Сегодня пароль... Перуджа? Пойди запомни еще, ага. Ладно, все равно сканер реагирует только на пароль, произнесенный голосом хора. А по пиву после работы не хочешь? Если что, давай сама.
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice.
Прикольно.
Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... Got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner.
И что теперь делаем? Чуть не глаз размок, то есть уже можно идти туда. Ну, на всякий случай проверю.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
Весьма очень странное решение. Как прокладывать? Еще и рядом с водой. Ох.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
Нормально.
Hawk throws a hell of a party.
Yes. I'm not too pleased with the caliber of people he's invited, though.
That got it. The barrier's down.
Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk. DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed.
Надеюсь, статуя 100% заминирована. То потом идти и взрывать ее лень будет. Так, нет, все нормально. У тебя здесь что? Скорострельный пистолет у меня второго нету. Уже возьми себе палача. Whoa.
So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far. Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door?
Наверное.
Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that. Doesn't look like much, but that might be one of the most valuable pieces here. Turian art is rare outside of Palavin. For good reason, I say. This is nice. Oddly relaxing. Wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley.
Что это вообще?
A model of the Kara. It's like a Turian Titanic, the way I hear it. I feel like its eyes are following me. Yikes.
Yikes.
Ugh. Rachni Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone. This looks like Quarian script. Wow. This has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone? Creepy.
Creepy.
I could still get money for something like this, even outside the Alliance. Asari go nuts for this sort of thing.
Ага, понял. А, еще.
That's impressive. Not sure what it is, though.
Это точно.
How did Hawk get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hawk.
Да, вот это, кстати, очень интересный вопрос. Откуда это у него? Ладно.
Oh my god. There it is.
И парочка скорострельных пистолетов. Клево. Что за пистолет это?
Don't bother, Miss Goto. It's code locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open. But you're still going to die, screaming, just like your old friend.
А я бы прострелил бы.
This is where your special skills come into play, Shepard. Let's do this.
This might be useful.
А, это цикады. Нет, 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 нет. Нет. Ах. Стоп. Taking cover, need assistance. Не, так себе. А вот с цикады я бы пострелял бы. Так. Замерз, бедолага.
Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in now.
Не, нет, 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 нет. Я с этой хреновиной никого так и не убил, а надо. Так. Да! Чувствую, печаль приближается сюда. Ух, что это было? Нифига себе, я промазал. Ну, пробей. Хэдшот. О, вот это Аллах-бабах, так Аллах-бабах. Так, подвигаемся. В чем проблема? Вот на этом сквозь стену проехать нельзя? Ломать КПК наверху. Патроны для винтовки. Патроны для винтовки есть. Цикада тащит. О, не люблю эту хреновину. Блин, он там наверху был. Так. Ей, бабосы. Бабосы мне нужны. Бабосов мне нужно много. Ладно. А вот это уже немного стрёмно. Вот это я промазал. Ой, это же эти. Забывай всегда патроны включать. С цикады-то можно еще и зажимом стрелять. Кто бы мог подумать. А я ее прокликиванием использую. Запчасти. Халява, халява. Халяву я люблю. Типа... Вот это! Тут, походу, кто-то неудачное место для укрытия выбрал. Мимо. Перезарядка. Ой, да что такое? Зачем ты прицел все время включаешь? Сука. Ау. Прям с лицом рядом прилетело. Это я зря высунулся. Я думал, он просто прекратит стрелять. Не-не-не, тут. Я забыл, что вас нельзя направить атаковать. Это все? Взорвался? Так, мне куда? Не туда. У нас специально ничего нету. Придется заканчивать. Ладно, на этом все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. С вами был Пятно. Продолжим в следующей серии. Но все-таки добегу до угла. Ой. Зря я это... Ну, очень даже зря. Отдохни. Не туда. Вот куда-то. Куда-то пофиг. Смотрим, что здесь. Нифига себе у него здесь внизу комплекс. Ну. Ладно, надеюсь, тут конец. Ладно, на этом все. Всем спасибо, всем пока. Да.